Hello my lovelies, welcome or welcome back to the channel. So today is your February reset. So happy February. Did your January last year? Because I feel like mine did. Here we are, it's February. So in today's video we're going to do the most fun thing of all, and that's going to be pull a couple cut books from my TBR jar and you pick the prompts and all that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna match all my calendars like usual, and it's gonna be pretty quiet, pretty chill. I can't really do much with my journal. I may work on it a little tonight, pop a movie on tonight, maybe I'll put that in there too, so you guys can see that. But I'm gonna work on my February pages. I haven't finished my January pages yet, so you may see that if I do a weekly vlog. You may see that, me working on my January pages. I have some things that I need to print out. I don't have access to a printer at home, so I have to kind of wait until I'm in the office. Let us start with the books for the month, shall we? We shall. Okay, so I have some books that I have to read, not have to, but want to read this month for different readathons and things of that nature. So when I pull the prompts, I'm hoping that some of them will match the books that I want to read, and if not, then I'm probably really only gonna pull 4 prompts, maybe. Yeah, 4 prompts. 4 prompts is good. So first thing first, let's talk about the different readathon things that I'm doing. So as you know, if you've listened to the last January reset, I am doing a couple of year-long readathons, and one of them is the Buzzwordathon. So February, I think, is a positive word. Hold on. Yes. So February is a positive word. So for February, for the Buzzwordathon, I will be reading, if I can get my hands on it, The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. So I picked this one because healer is a positive word, right? So, and I've heard really good things about this book and its sequel. So I'm excited. So we're going to try to hopefully, fingers crossed, I get a prompt that fits that. Now, if I manage to get a prompt that fits all the books that I want to read for February, I'll pull more, obviously, than just 4, because I only have 4 books that I have to read for this month. So then I'm still doing the magical readathon, right? And right now it is still just the year-long thing where you choose your own path. And so for January, it was Rely on Your Wits, and it was to listen to an audiobook, so I chose Nevermore. And this month it's to go towards the maze in the dungeon that I'm in, and that's to read a mystery or a thriller. And I picked Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. So I will be hopefully able to read this one. It's about a haunted house, so I love a haunted house story, and it's gonna be spooky, and it's Riley Sager. So I told myself I wanted to read more Riley Sager this year. So yes. Very excited for that one. Then our February book club pick for besties is Dark Hearts by James L. Sutter. So I will be reading this as well. It is about a boy band group that has fallen apart. Besties, they were best friends for a long time. One of them quits the band, and his ex-best friend is Chance, and Chance is still in the band, and the band has made it big, and so some kind of tragedy throws David and Chance back into contact. As old wounds break open, the boys find themselves trading frenemy status for a confusing secret romance, one that could be David's ticket back into the band and the spotlight. I'll be reading that as well. And then also, as you know, we have all of these fun little bingo boards going on with besties, and one of them is romance, one of them is just a general besties bingo board, and then one of them is a horror one. And so I pulled a book from that to read, and it's They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. I don't know really what this is about. It says it's a dynamic psychological thriller about 2 women who give bad men exactly what they deserve. So fun, fun, fun. So when I pull my prompts, if they fit this, then that'll be the one that chooses for the prompt. If not, I will try to look on my shelves. And I have shelves out in the living room too. And then if those don't give me what I need, we'll do some research into the library, okay? Because I have several books at the library that I want to read. Pull up my library webpage so I can get there. So we'll do some research. We'll do all kinds of research. All right, so let me go get my little jar, shall I? Here she is. This is the TBR prompt jar. The colors do not mean anything. I just thought, ooh, pretty, you know? So here we go. We're gonna pull 4 for sure, but if we find ones that match, we'll pull 4 extra So I have 4 books that I have to read. So I'll pull 4 extra if I find ones that match. Does that make sense? I hope. Okay, ready? All right. And if I pull a prompt that I pulled last month, I'm just gonna end up putting it to the side because I don't want to read the same books. Random generator picks a letter. I did that one last month. This one says an author who blurbed a favorite book. So, okay, so let's go see if I can find a favorite book and somebody that blurbed it. Okay, so I pulled 2 of my favorite books that I've read in the last, I think last year I read them, and they're both blurbed by one of the same people. And so I picked Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I picked The Dead Romantics, and it is blurbed by Ali Hazelwood on the front of this one. But they're both blurbed by Christina Lauren. So this one says, absorbing, hilarious, tender, sexy. This book has everything I crave, Christina Lauren. And this one says, an absolute and unexpected delight, Christina Lauren. So I don't own any Christina Lauren books. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come over here, look at my computer together. I'm gonna manhandle you for a second because I'm pretty sure I have at least one. All right, so then we will just search for, I think there's at least one on the romance bingo board. So, Love and Other Words is on the romance bingo board. So, let me see. Love and Other Words. I've already read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, so I can't do that one. But, let's see. Love and Other Words. Right here. I'll place a hold. Boom. Awesome. So there we go. I'm gonna do Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren for the prompt about blurbing a favorite author, an author that blurbed on your favorite book. Okay, gonna pull again. It's always a process because I don't have a very big library and I don't have, you know, I have a lot of books that I've already read on my shelves. So book that starts with a C. Book that starts with a C. Do I have a book that starts with a C? I'm gonna get a tour of my house while we go. Okay. Sorry about that, I bumped you. Okay. Book that starts with a C. Well, I have The City of Dreaming Books, as long as we don't include the in the beginning of that, right? I can do that. Okay, so the only one I have on my shelf, see my shelves, woo, so pretty, is The City of Dreaming Books. So I guess I'll be reading that. And this is by Walter Moores. And I do believe it like takes place in like a magical library. So that could be fun. Just saying. Okay, so the synopsis for The City of Dreaming Books is Optimus Yarn Spinner has inherited from his godfather an unpublished manuscript by an unknown writer. He sets off to track down the mysterious author who disappeared into Bookholm, the so-called City of Dreaming Books. Yarn Spinner falls under the spell of this book-obsessed metropolis, where an avid reader and budding author can find any number of charming attractions. Priceless signed first editions, salivating literary agents, and for-hire critics. But as he pursues the trail of the missing author, the darker side of Bookholm begins to unveil itself. Cold-blooded book hunters, fearsome cyclopedian booklings, sharp-toothed animatromes, and of course the Shadow King whose howls rise up from deep beneath the city at night. Will Yarn Spinner survive the quest into the world where reading is a genuine adventure? He apparently wrote the 13 and a half Lives of Captain Blue Bear. And this is, I do believe, it is a book that was written in German and then translated into English. And what's kind of neat about this book is, you know, aside from other things, I've had this book on my TBR for way too long. I think it's time to read it. But it has like there's pictures. There you go, the City of Dreaming Books. And then I'm gonna put these to the side because I will be making a Canva spreadsheet thing for them so that I can keep track. So then, let's see. Got a blue one. Book with a pink cover. I don't know if you can read that. Book with a pink cover. I'm sure I have one of those. I'm sure I do. I know one I have that, you know, certain people would love for me to reread, but we're gonna look. Before I commit to something that I need to commit to anyway, I'm gonna look at my, oh, that one has a pink cover. Would you consider that pink? Because I could use it for that. I guess that's more of a, I know it's like I'm talking to myself, right? You're just listening to me talk to myself. 290 is less than the 300 pages. Ooh. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So I have a book here that has a pink cover, but I've already read it and I know I need to reread it, but I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm gonna do The Return by Rachel Harrison. I'm not gonna turn my The Return by Rachel Harrison because this is also on the horror besties and bingo thing, and it is less than 300 pages. So we're gonna do that. So boom, that's that. So that'll be 2 for the horror besties and bingo. To pull one, at least one more, unless it matches one of my other books. Okay, I don't have a green one. Let's pull a green one or an orange one. Or no, pull an orange one. Okay, no, I pulled that one last month. Pull another orange one. Not that they have any meaning. I think I can handle that. Read a memoir, and I actually have one. Okay. Hello. Okay. All right, so we have Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. I've been wanting to read it. This is the perfect excuse. Justin has started it. He's made it about halfway through, so I'll have to mark it, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it as well. So there you go. Pulled 4 books. So we're gonna do a memoir, The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. We're gonna do a book that starts with the letter C, which is The City of Dreaming Books. We're going to read an author that blurbed a favorite book, so Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. And we're gonna do a book with a pink cover, which is The Return by Rachel Harrison. That'll be good. That'll be good. That's a good list. Because then we have They Never Learn, which is another freaky thriller horror. And then we have a little LGBTQ romance. We have another thriller horror. And then we have a YA fantasy. I have to keep those pulled out so that I can make my Canva sheet. And then also, what'll end up being on my February wrap up will end up being Fragile Threads of Power by B.E. Schwab, because I am not done with it. I wanted to finish it in January, but I am over halfway through. So this will also be finished read in February. So there you have it. There are the books for the month. So I'm going to create a quick little Canva sheet for that, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, here we go. lovelies, welcome back. Okay, so I switched things up a little bit. So I know that I said that I needed something with pink on the cover, and so I switched that out, and we're gonna do Foxglove. See pink? I have been wanting to read this, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It's on my Buzzword-a-thon for nature words, but that's later in the year. I'll just go back in and change that later, but I wanted to read this one because I know there's a couple people on the besties list that are reading it, so I want to have a chance to chat about it. So that is updated. So instead of doing the return, I'm gonna do Foxglove, pink on the cover. So there is that now, and I also updated all of my Canva stuff for that. So now, next step for a reset is to get my calendars all to match, because right now they don't. My phone does not match my calendar in the kitchen, which does not match my lovely planner that I have. So I will be working on that one. All right, here we go. Okay guys, now that I have finished the calendar updates and put everything where it is supposed to be, I'm gonna put my books on my TBR cart, and then I'm gonna call it a video. We're gonna do some B-roll at the end here of me. I'm gonna pop on a movie or something, or a YouTube video, and I'm gonna work on my journal a little bit, just get it, kind of start getting it set up for February. But other than that, that's not really all I have for you this time around. So go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe if you liked the video. What are you looking forward to in February? Are you reading anything fun? Let me know down below. You could leave me a book emoji. I'm good with that too. And then I hope you guys live your life to the absolute fullest. You are loving yourselves unconditionally, and you're reading some really, really great books. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye!